What's up, golfers out there? Adam here. I'm back, another video. And since it's winter outside, I'm gonna do a few of these. And I decided during the week that start this kind of a new series. Obviously, everything's new since this is a pretty new channel, but helping you guys get better. And since it's the winter and this is the first video in this series, I thought I'd take you through some of the off-course stuff that I do to try to help myself get better, and that's keeping stats and having goals and other thoughts that go through my mind when I'm on the golf course or when I'm on the practice range. So what you're seeing right now in front of on the screen is my stat sheet. I just used Excel. This is from all summer of 2013 and on. There, I printed this out because I thought it'd be a little bit easier to see than on the computer screen. So the first thing, I make sure I write down each golf course and the yardage that I played from. So going through all of here, you'll see Maple Meadows a lot and Oak Meadows a lot because those are my two home courses. I play those probably once or twice a week each. I keep the yardage. A lot of 64 to 6,700 on here. Next year is going to be when I start taking a step playing from further back, 7,000 plus hopefully. But my front nine and back nine totals, just if you look down at the average, I play a little bit better on the back side than I do on the front, and then my total. All of these numbers are a lot higher than what they really should be. I struggled in the middle of the year. I took a lesson, and my coach kind of changed up my whole swing, and I struggled for a little bit, and you'll see why in a second. I'll explain. So the next thing is fairways, and looking at these numbers are in my average. It's a lot lower than I want it to be. And then the fairways percent hit, again 41.62%. That's just awful in my opinion. And then this is the thing I started keeping this year for the first time, is fairways missed left and fairways missed right. Again, during the middle of the year, you see it there with a 9 and a 6, a 7 and 8, a 6 again. That when I took the lesson from my coach, we kind of changed my entire swing, and I went through a period, and I'm still struggling with it a little bit right now. I started hooking the driver a lot, and no matter how far right I aimed, I still would miss the fairway, and it would get me in trouble. So 4.2 and 3.6 are the averages for the fairways missed left and fairways missed right, respectively. We go on to the greens in regulation. I'm at I hit 6.1 per round, and it's a 34% average. And again, that in my opinion, if you want to get better, that's got to be a lot higher. I want the greens in regulation percentage to be around 60-70% by next year, hopefully. Yeah, putts 32. It's not bad. I would like it to be around 30, 31. So get that couple, get that down a little bit. I had a few, there are 37 putts in there once. 37's right there. I had a few 30s. There's a 36 right there. Just got to eliminate those. I want to keep it around 31, 30 would be ideal for me. There's a 26 in there. I played really well that day. And then the up and downs. The up and downs are huge for a guy like me who missed a lot of greens this year in particular. And you see from the numbers that I'm not getting up and down as nearly as much as I should be, only 28% of the time. But as much as I worked on that, and as much time as I spend chipping and putting, that number should be a whole heck of a lot higher. And it's really disappointing to see that number as low as it is at 28%. So just gonna keep working, and it's it's tough to bring what you work on to the course. That's for sure. So, and this one is a stat that I started keeping this year, and it's final three holes. My college coach always emphasized finishing strong, so that's a reason why you always want to finish strong. And there's a few minuses on there, which means I ended up under par for the final three holes, but my average is 1 over par for the final three holes, which I would like that at 0 and maybe under par for next year. So that's another thing I'm going to work on. Just keep in the mindset of finishing strong. We'll move on to what I'm keeping track of next year. I kind of wrote this down really quickly as I was thinking about it, but it's all the same that you see on here. And then I'm going to add the par 3, 4, and 5 scoring average, 1 putt percentage, 3 putts, and I put 2 avoid because I want to. It's a 3 putt avoidance stat in my opinion. You want to have as little of those as possible, obviously, and then I want to keep. I'm going to keep birdies or better on par 3, 4, and 5. So if I'm not making birdies, I say on par 4, I can look back and say, well, maybe I didn't hit the fairway, so I got to work on accuracy off the tee. Or I'm not hitting greens. I gotta work on accuracy from my second shots. Or maybe I'm 3 putting, which means I gotta work on my putting. So that's what I'm gonna keep track of. This may change, and if it does, I'll bring you an update video and tell you what I'm adding or what I'm getting rid of to help you guys out. And obviously, if you guys don't do this, that's your choice, but I think since I started keeping stats like fairways, greens, and putts, that's what it started at in my freshman year of high school, I've gotten a whole lot better because I know what I can work on. I'm not hitting enough fairways, I got to work on accuracy off the tee. I'm not hitting greens, I got to work on accuracy with my second shot. So it gives me a game plan of what I need to do when I go hit balls or when I go practice or when I go play or whatever. And to add to this, this is kind of little 3 things that I like to think about when I'm not only playing, when I'm over a shot, or just a good mindset. The first thing that I struggle with, especially with my iron play, is trusting my shot. I get over a shot and I aim correctly. Say I aim at the right hand edge of the green to play a draw into the pin, and then I get up into the top of my backswing and I just lay off of it, and it ends up just staying right because I don't trust my shot and I don't commit to my shot because maybe I'm afraid to overcook the draw and miss the green left or something like that. So that's something I'm trying to get into my mind, is just trust your shot and just commit to your shot. If you set up to play a draw and you hit that draw, you're going to be fine. So just commit to your shot, trust your shot. The next thing is tempo. When I start playing bad, I tend to get quick. That's when my bad shots start coming into play. So I gotta remember smooth tempo, and I'm gonna always hit a good shot if I have smooth tempo, or most of the time I should say. And again, never give up. That goes back to the final 3 holes again. Kind of, I kind of tie those 2 in together, and it's because when I start playing bad, I start getting down on myself, and a bogey turns into a double, or maybe a double, turns into a big number. And I've done good the last, year and a half or half a year or so, year of eliminating the big number, no triples, no quads, stuff like that. It's a difficult thing to do, especially when you say you hit a ball in the water and you shouldn't have even been close to that out of bounds or the water or whatever. You get down on yourself because it's a bad shot, but you gotta let that go. And then this is something I'm just gonna try to keep in my mind starting this year: is practice like a champion and play like a champion. The practice part is really simple, just because you don't want to go out there and you don't want to beat balls for half an hour. Just you want your practice to be meaningful, and that's something that I've tried to incorporate since I've started taking this game really seriously. Is just make your practice meaningful. Don't just go out there and hit balls and be done. Don't race through a bucket. Don't race through a practice session. Take your time, visualize each shot, go through your practice routine or your pre-shot routine. If you have one, with every shot, every ball in the bucket, you should go through your practice routine. Practice like you would play, go all that good stuff. And I think that if you especially me practicing, if I remember to do that, then I'm gonna have a good practice session. So the final thing that I wanted to talk about was goals. Yeah, you want to set goals for yourself. So here are some of my goals, and these are tournaments that I want to be able to play in next year. And the numbers you see next to the tournament is the handicap that you have to be to play in these tournaments. So the CDJ Amateur Pub Links is there's no handicap, so I can play in that next year. I'm going to register and I'm going to play in that tournament next year. The Illinois State Amateur, you need to have a 7.4 handicap or lower. I ended the year at a 4.5 or 4.5, so I'm good to play in that tournament next year. I'm going to register and play in that tournament. The Illinois State Pub Links, you need a 5.4. I finished, like I said, at around a 4.5 or a 4.5, so I should be good to play in that tournament next year. The next one is the big one, the US Am. It's the biggest tournament in amateur golf, in my opinion. The USGA says you need a 2.4, so I need to work this winter and next spring to get down to that. I think that I can do it, and hopefully, if not, by next year, 2015, it's in my home state, not far from my house. So I really like to be able to play in that tournament, to have my family support me and not have to travel across the country to see me play. The next is the CDGAM, again 5.4. I should be good to play in that next year with my handicap. And US Am Pub Links, you need 4.4, so I don't need to get down a whole lot for that. And again, this is a tough one for me because this is the last year the USGA is running the Pub Links, so I think it'd be cool to be able to say you played in the last Amateur Pub Links tournament. But excuse me, guys. But yeah, so these are my goals, my tournament goals for next year, my tournament list. Some other goals that I have are, I want my scoring average to be down between 72 and 74 for the whole year. And my goals list, that kind of goals list will be updated every couple weeks and I'll do a video on it probably around March or April, once the season starts getting better and the weather starts clearing up. But I just want to let you guys into what I think about off the golf course, or what I do off the golf course. Setting goals for myself, doing stats. I think it's helped me become a better player. And if you guys want to take anything from what I said on the stats or the mindset, which think about the goals list, feel free, go ahead. But obviously, keeping stats is not going to make you better. You can look at your stats and you can see what you're screwing up on. Just take this for example. 34% in greens in regulation means that I'm not hitting enough greens, so then I got to go to the range and I got to work on accuracy with my irons. That's what you got to look at. You're not going to, just because you keep stats doesn't mean you're going to get better at the game. You might, but again, you got practice and stuff too. So, until next time, guys, keep practicing, keep getting better. My next video will probably be some type of a review, clothing, shoes, maybe something like that. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, again, feel free to keep stats. Feel free to keep a goals list. Feel free to anything that you saw in this video. Feel free to copy off me. I don't really care. I'm not the one that came up with this stuff. I've taken this from other people, so feel free. And I hope you guys keep getting better, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.